In this video, you are going to learn how to build a professional and modern online store and e-commerce website. I will show you step by step what to do, and you don't need any kind of existing knowledge of coding or web design. All changes in design and look of the website we're going to do with the best drag and drop builder for WordPress. So it's going to be super easy for you to build your professional online store and become a WordPress expert. This website looks super professional, clean and modern. Of course, it is mobile responsive, so it works on all devices like smartphones, tablets and desktop computers. Your visitors will understand your website immediately and know how to navigate through it and purchase your products. We use design inspiration and best practices from multi-billion-dollar companies like Amazon, Walmart, and Flipkart, and use their knowledge how to convert users to customers. We make it as easy and convenient to buy from your website, so people will come back and purchase more of your products. We will also lay the foundation to build automated sales funnels and upsell campaigns in the future. We build everything from the ground up to scale and sell to hundreds of thousands of people fully automated with marketing automation. I really enjoy making tutorials like that because people who watch these videos are using exactly this technique, build websites like this, and grow amazing companies. This person with no experience watched my video and built this high converting online store and is now making thousands of dollars per month. He is using the same theme and WordPress platform that we are going to use today in this video. So if you have enough of non-working methods on how to make money online, keep watching this video and get your hands dirty by building your future e-commerce business today. At the moment, you see a quick tour of the website, and I will show you the 4-step process we are going to use to build your new e-commerce website. Step number 1, get a domain and hosting. Step number 2, install WordPress. Step number 3, activate the best WordPress theme and store builder. Step number 4, create an online store. After this tutorial, you will be able to accept credit card payments right away and start selling your products. You will understand how to build amazing headers with custom menus, social media buttons, cart preview, and a My Account section. You will learn how to create site-wide global links to change the links, company names, phone numbers, and more for all pages in one place. You will also get a lead generation system without the need to create an account anywhere else. You can start generating leads and collecting emails directly within WordPress and even send emails to them. So you can start building your email list right from the beginning. Without further ado, let's rock and build this. For hosting WordPress and for having a website and a WooCommerce store, I recommend using Hostinger. It's super easy to use and you can simply start with your WordPress solution there. So go to this link and you find this link in the video description as well. It's an affiliate link and it helps me to finance these videos. So if you use this link, I will get a small kickback and it doesn't cost you any more. So use this link, you find the description, and it brings you directly to the WordPress hosting. So of course you can read this, but I recommend following this video. So most popular is $2.99 per month. That's the WordPress starter. It's totally fine and sufficient if you are starting with WordPress and your online store. So use this, add to cart, and fulfill the checkout. Of course, it takes you through the checkout. Here you can choose the plan you want to have. This one saves you the most money, but I recommend using 12 months. It costs $2.99 per month, but you have to pay it for 1 year upfront. So, but this 1 year is very sufficient if you want to see if building an online store works for you. So use this one and put in your payment details, submit, and buy this thing. Okay, so as soon as you bought this, it brings you to this screen, and here you need to create your WordPress account. So enter an admin email and a password. It gives you a password here, or you can simply delete this, put in the stuff you want, continue. So the next thing is add plugins to your website. Of course, we want to have WooCommerce, so it's getting installed for us, so we don't need to do this. So click continue, and here they want you to choose a theme, but we will skip this. The reason for that, you will see it as soon as we build our store. So skip and claim a free domain. So we have one domain inside this plan. So click claim your domain and put your domain in here. So of course we will not use India, we will use .com, and I will take automate this ATM tutorials. Hey, it's available. Amazing. So I'm going to continue, take this domain. Here I can change the server location and so on and so forth. I will just stick to that. That's fine for me. Finish setup, and it's going to finish. So, okay, next we're going to fill out the owner information for the domain. That's very important. In my case, it's a company. You can have personal here as you wish. And the country, my company is in Cyprus. So I put in Cyprus and click on next step. So you need to put in your stuff and click finish registration. Okay, and then everything is going to be registered and it's going to be there. While this is setting up your account, you can change to your email inbox and verify, and this is extremely important, verify your contact details for the new domain, because otherwise it will not be set it up for you. So verify that by clicking on this verification link. Very nice. Okay, the domain is verified. Also, we got our Titan email inbox for our professional email, which we can use for this website afterwards. Okay, next thing we want to do is not edit the website. We want to change to the control panel. As soon as you are here, there is one thing left to do. So you can see there is a red lock. That means your domain is not secured yet. And of course, we need to secure it. First of all, Google likes that. Second of all, you have a store, so you need to secure it in order to make payments secure. So go to SSL up here and install free SSL. Choose the domain you want to install and click install SSL. This takes a few minutes or seconds, and after that your domain is secured, and then we can start building our website. Okay, sometimes this happens. Usually this reinstalls automatically, but you can force it by clicking here, reinstall. Takes a few seconds more. As soon as this is gray and the lock is working, you can click here, WordPress dashboard, and enter this page where you have everything there. Make sure force HTTPS is on. That's very important. You find the WordPress dashboard here as well in this WordPress section. And from here, you can simply go to edit website. This redirects you to the actual WordPress installation and your actual WordPress backend. I will show you what to do there in a second. If you enter it the first time, it will bring you directly into this Hello World blog post. I don't know why it's doing this. I think they think it's cool. But anyway, click here, left hand top side, and enter the dashboard. If you click here, this is the actual dashboard in WordPress. So WordPress is installed, everything works properly. You have WooCommerce pre-installed, you have a few other things pre-installed, which we are going to delete in the next step. But first, I will show you how to get there without clicking this redirect thingy in your hosting a dashboard, because I think you will never use this hosting a thing again, except for emails or for something. But actually you can close that. And if you log out here and put this away, now you are on this website. And to log in, just write after your domain /wp-admin. And this brings you into the WordPress login screen. Here you can log in with the data you entered before, and voila, you are actually in the dashboard. And this is how you enter WordPress usually. So on to the next step. Okay, before we start working on the actual store, I want you to deinstall a few plugins which got installed by Hostinger, but we won't need them. So make sure to have your website as clean as possible. The biggest vulnerability of WordPress are the plugins. So make sure to run as few plugins as possible and only really well-maintained plugins. So this is what we're doing. We are going to deinstall a few plugins, we are going to install a few plugins, and we are going to change some settings now. So let's start with the settings because they are WordPress core. Okay, down here in the menu, you find settings. Go to general, and in general, give the site a title if you didn't already, and a tagline. In my case, everything a golfer needs. And WordPress address, I'm going to change this to HTTPS. It will force us after saving to log in again because we changed the protocol. And this protocol is very important because it makes the data secure, especially private data like credit card details and so on and so forth should be secured by HTTPS protocol. You can change your admin address here. This is not the address of your user, it's only the admin of the website. So if something happens, WordPress sends to this address a warning, for example. So this, you can do some other changes. You can change the date format here, and I will change the time format to European standard. And week starts Monday, that's fine. So let's hit save changes. Now we are forced to re-log in because of the changes we just did. You can change here a few other things, but we will look at them a little bit later. For now, the permalinks are extremely important. So I want you to change these to post name. Post name creates really nice human readable permalinks where everybody can understand, okay, this is the page where I'm coming from, and this is the page where I just went, and so on and so forth. You don't want to have anything encrypted like this with date or with IDs and so on. You only want to have post name. So make sure to click this and save the changes. Next, we're going to deinstall a few plugins which got installed here, but we won't need them. So go to plugins. Plugins are apps basically built on WordPress to enhance the functionality of WordPress. So deinstall everything you don't need and make sure that you only run plugins which you really need. If you don't use them, just deinstall them. So delete Hello Dolly. We won't use this one. Akismet anti-spam, it's not bad, it's actually good, but it forces you to have an account somewhere. So I don't want this. I will show you the perfect anti-spam plugin afterwards. So delete this one as well, it's fine. The others, you can leave them, but we will get rid of WordPress Forms Lite. We will have a way better solution afterwards. So delete this as well. Now let's install a new plugin. Click on Add New and install Anti-Spam B. So look for Anti-Spam B. There you find it and hit Install Now. Now it's installed, activated, and that's actually fine. It's already working. So what does an anti-spam plugin do? It's quite simple. In WordPress, you can leave comments on the blog posts and you can leave reviews on the products. And if you don't detect spam reviews or spam blog comments, you will have them there. And the anti-spam plugin detects likely spam comments and flags them for you. As soon as you have some traffic on your page, you will get thousands and thousands of spam comments. So you need this plugin. So just install it, run it, and you're fine. You can do some changes in the settings here. If you want to take a look, do this. Actually, it works out of the box really nicely. It's GDPR compliant, of course, and California Privacy Act compliant. So it's really, really nice. Okay, the last thing I want to change before we start working on the actual shop is the caching plugin. So this WordPress at Hostinger comes with a actually quite good caching solution. So we're going to stick to this one, and it's called Lightspeed Cache. So in here, go to cache and disable the cache. So hit off here and save the changes. The reason for that is if a caching is running, it serves only a saved version of your website. And if you do micro changes and the cache is not emptied, then you don't see the changes immediately. So for working and designing the website, I recommend disable cache completely. Afterwards, we can re-enable it. So that's nice. Save changes, everything is cleared, everything is gone, and nothing is cached. That's nice. Let's go back to the dashboard and take a look at the next step. Inside the dashboard, this is the beginning. You can do some changes, so you can organize these things like site health status and so on and so forth. With WordPress, we are getting some other images here as well. You can organize them here. You can dismiss stuff and you can change the screen options here. So if you want to have the welcome screen back, you can turn it off and on here and so on. So take a look at these functions. You can close them and open them. You can reorder them by drag and drop or with these arrows here. So make yourself comfortable. The next thing is inside the users, you have all users. So you can create new users for you and your team and take a look at them, or you can work on your own profile. So you can do this here, or you can go to your own profile here on the right top corner. And here you can change the profile color. You can change how WordPress appears. I like the default most. You can fill out your name and everything and complete your profile, which is actually nice. The nickname is the name you will see in WordPress and in some other WordPress forums, blah, 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 all this stuff. But the display name is actually the thing you want to have. So I want to have my display name shown as this. If you have first and last name here, you can choose whatever you want to have as display name. I want to have it like this. You can change your email address here. Make sure to have the right one and put in the website and so on and so forth. You can change or upload your profile picture via Gravatar. Gravatar is made by WordPress actually, or by Matt Marenbeck, the founder of WordPress, and it serves Gravatar images. So you can make an account. You will need an account at WordPress.com anyways. So if you have a WordPress.com account, you can have your Gravatar image served here, and you can set a new password. So if you are unhappy with your current password, you can set this here and you can log out everywhere. If you forgot to log out on another computer and so on, you can do this here. That's quite nice. Update your profile, then everything is updated. Okay, let's get back to the dashboard. Okay, now let's work on our store. Let's open the store to the world by walking through the welcome screen of WooCommerce. So click on WooCommerce here on the left side in the menu, and it shows you this welcome sequence. So first of all, we need to locate our store. Mine is going to be in Cyprus, blah, blah, blah. That's the email address, automatethis.pro. And no, I don't want any tips. Of course, you can do this. No, thanks. I don't want to get in here. And I sell fashion apparel, blah, blah, blah. So you choose your vertical here and continue. Next, I'm going to sell physical products. You have different other product possibilities as well. These would require other plugins, which you can buy at WooCommerce. These are really good. We are running stores with subscriptions, memberships, and bundles and customizable products. So yeah, they're really, really nice. They work really well and they are super cheap. So click on continue and fill out this stuff. So I want to have a lot of stuff. I'm currently selling nowhere else. So continue. And now this is the last screen here, or the screen before the last screen. Open this and it tells you what gets installed as well with WooCommerce. So I don't want to have MailPoet. We are going to use a way better marketing automation solution, but that's another story. So I don't want to install this one. The others are fine. We're not going to take a look at Google listings, Facebook, and TikTok for WooCommerce, but you can install them. They totally make sense. We will have different other videos on the channel regarding these topics as well. So important is Jetpack for our tutorial now. So click continue and everything gets installed and finished up for you. Okay, the last thing we need to walk through here is choosing a theme. I want you to continue with the active theme because all the others are fine, but we are going to install a really good theme afterwards. If you stick to this video, you will understand why we're doing this in this order. So don't waste time looking around here. I will present you the perfect solution. So continue with my active theme, that's fine. And this ends the setup wizard of WooCommerce. Okay, let's have some cookies in between because this takes time. Oh my God, it's cantuccini, it's so good. Natalia made them for me. She makes them every Christmas and I gain at least 2 kilos. And now we are here in the second welcome screen in WooCommerce. WooCommerce tries to take us through the whole journey to set up everything in the proper order. So I think this is very smart and let's just follow it. It's really good. So next thing is add products. There are 2 different products we're going to add now. I will show you step by step what to do. So come on, follow me. Click on add products and we're going to add a physical product. So if you want to sell something, what you can feel in your hands, then it's a physical product. So just skip this here, give it a product name and a description. You see, the permalink gets created after a few seconds. So I don't want this as a permalink. I want to have my product name as permalink. So I will just copy it here as well and then add a description. So I will switch here to text because I have a description written already. So that's my description here. That's fine. I think there is one too much. Okay, that's fine. And down here, we can find product data. So it's a simple product. You can change the product here as well, but it's a simple product. It's not virtual. It's not downloadable. So it's a real physical product and we can state a price. So let's give it a price. It's $699.99 and sales price is going to be $649.99. Now, in my case, it's comma because I'm running a store in euros. So it's comma and not point. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Now let's take a look here at the product short description. It's always smart to put a short description as well, not only the regular product description, because it helps the customer see what actually is going on here. So that's fine. I'll take this here, go back. Yes, that's my short description. I will show you in a minute where the short description is going to be seen. So that's that. And now let's move here to the right side. So in the beginning, we can publish this product or save as a draft. It's always smart to save a draft, especially if you work very long on a product and it's very big with a lot of things in here and so on and so forth. So yeah, that's the one thing. And the other thing, you can save as draft in between anyways, because then you have built the product and you only need to publish afterwards. So save as draft is always smart. Second thing, you can define your product image. So click on the image. If there is none, it looks like this. And then you can set your product image. So let's set a product image. And therefore, we can drag and drop an image here. So let's find our images. Products. So I have a product here. That's my first image for that. I put it in. So this is going to be my image. It's very good practice to give an image an alt text. So I will do this, driver 1. and give it a proper title, not like this one. You can put in descriptions and so on and so forth. It's always smart to do that, so do it. Okay, set product image. Now we have our product image here. And now we can also add a product gallery. So if you have more than one image, you can add this to the gallery images. So let's do that. Let's find the gallery images, these 3. So I upload them and choose them. If you wonder how to choose more than one image at once, hold Shift and click the images. Yeah, with Command, you can select, deselect images. So add to gallery, and now we have these gallery images here. Next stage, which is super important, are categories. So let's create some categories. I don't have hoodies here, so that's fine. So I don't want this to be a hoodie because it's a driver for golf. So I deselect this one and I create a new category. And the new category will be clubs. And also I will have drivers as a subcategory to clubs. So add this. Now I have these 2 enabled. So if I click one, it's actually smart to have it in the other one as well, because afterwards we are going to create archives, and these are category pages. So therefore, it's very important to categorize your product. So if you have clothing, you would have t-shirts and trousers and hats and hoodies in different categories, because then you can show only these categories. People can click on it and choose whatever they want. If you don't categorize it, everything is a mess. You can add some tags as well. Tags are very nice for the search. So if you want to have a tag here, for example, Callaway, that's the brand of this driver, and Rogue and ST Max, Golf Club. So these are my tags. That's basically rich content, and your store is going to work a little better with the search and everything if you have these tags in every product. Now we can publish the whole thing. So click on publish and let magic happen. So as soon as this is done, you can take a look there. So down here you have congrats on adding your first product, continue to something, or you can click here, or you can preview the changes. So I like clicking here. It takes me directly into our product. So this looks quite nice actually. This is the standard view of products, and there is no theme applied at this moment. So we just see the bare minimum 2023 theme thingy working with WordPress. And actually it's quite impressive that WordPress out of the box without doing anything in design looks like that. That's really amazing. So this is our first product. It's here. We have our gallery. We have these images. We have here the short description. That was the reason why I told you you need to put in a short description, because if you don't, nothing will appear here. It's going to be empty. You will have only the price and add to cart. And actually you want to have a short, really good description here that people buy it from there. And here you have these categories and the tags. So people can click on drivers, for example, and then they are in the archive for their drivers with all the drivers available on this shop. So they can choose these links to find more products inside this niche. So that's really nice. Down here we have the long description and the additional information if we would have one. Now we have color blue, but this is obviously wrong. So we're going to change this, and we have the reviews here. So if somebody leaves a review, you would see it here. So let's go back once again in edit product up here. And let's edit this product and make it a little bit better. So we have a few things to change. First of all, we're going to the inventory. So we want to give the product a number, an SKU number. For the inventory, it's super important. And for packaging and so on, it's very important to have an SKU number there. And for accounting and so on and so forth. So fill in an SKU number. Then manage stock. Yes, I want my shop to manage my stock, because from there I know when to reorder articles. So my stock quantity on this club is 10, and I don't allow back orders. So I just say, no, it's out of stock. Sorry, come back later. And my low stock threshold is 5. So as soon as 5 appears here, it tells the user inside the store, only 5 available. So that's great. And I see it as well. In the backend, I'm going to see, oh my God, only 5 left. So I need to reorder and restock my product. So this here, that's nice. I can click sold individually. Then people are only permitted to buy once one product of this item per order. But of course, I want them to buy 10 in the best situation. So buy everything what I offer. Then let's click on shipping. In shipping, we have different other things like weight, for example. I will say, okay, that's 1 kilo. Of course, I don't have the dimensions of the product itself here. I will have the dimensions of the package because this makes sense to print shipping labels and so on and so forth. So in this case, my weight is 1 kilo, length is 150 centimeters, width is 20, height is 20. No shipping class right now because we didn't create shipping classes yet, but that's fine. So this, then I can have linked products here. So if I want to upsell something, I can link these products here. Because it's the first product, I can't link anything here, but you should do this. So upsell here. What do I mean with upsell? So if you have a driver, this one costs $6.49. If you want to sell one for $9.99, you would put an upsell here. Then it would show inside the cart that this product is also available and maybe better. So you can use these here and you should. The next thing are the attributes. Attributes are things which are attached to products and you can filter by attribute, which is very important and really, really nice. So in this case, I have color as an attribute. I can open this and my value here is blue. So I can add some colors. In this case, it's not blue, it's black. So I would just type black. It's not possible. So I need to create the black attribute. So for that, I would just click here, right click on attributes inside the menu and open this link in a new tab. Now, I don't want to edit the color. I want to edit the terms. So configure terms, and I want to put another term here. Let's say black. Add this one, and let's put another one in red. Okay, nice. So we have these. These are the attributes we can give our different products. So it can be filtered afterwards. So that's nice. And now I can put in black because this is actually a black product. So I can save this. So now we have our color here. That's great. And in advanced, we can add some purchase notes like this product is super special and it needs like 6 weeks to get to you. But yeah, that's actually fine. So let's update and let's take another look at the product. So I open the product in a different tab. And now I have additional information like the weight and dimensions and color. And this now works for me, actually. That's quite nice. So we just created our first product. So you can do this now for the next 1000 products, or you follow me to create a variable product, because this is really important, especially if you have like products in, let's say, t-shirts in red, blue, and black. You would need to create a variable product with different sizes, different colors, and so on and so forth. So let's do that. Okay, number one is let's go back to our products and create a new product. So inside our products, we can click here at add new, or up here, we can add a new product as well. So add a new product, give it a name like before, and the permalink got created. Now it's the right permalink, which is nice. Now let's put in some descriptions. Oh, this is wrong. Let's put in here. Yes, that's fine. And that's long description. Let's put in the short description as well. Then we have to done this. Here we go. Oh no, wrong. So yes, here we go. That's fine. Visually, yes, looks nice. Okay, that's the long and short descriptions. And now here at product data, we change this to variable product. So we won't have one product inside this product. We will have several sub-products actually. So we don't need an SKU because we have our sub-products afterwards, and we don't want to manage stock here. We will manage the stock inside the variations. So first of all, let's go to shipping, and now that's fine. And let's go to attributes. Let's create new attributes which we use for our sub-products. Follow me, it's going to be super simple so you will understand what I'm doing here. But let's just add a new custom product attribute. So in this case, let's add gender. And here we have men's and women's. And this is visible on the product page, and I will use it for variations. That's very important. So save this product. By the way, I'm putting a pipe symbol, that's this straight vertical line in between, because if I do this, I can have different other variation types. So you need to put in a pipe character between your variations. So save this and let's put in another variation. Let's add, and this one is called hand, like left. Let's type uppercase and right. And this is used for variations as well. Save attributes. And now we can create our different variations. Let's do this. So add a variation. Here I will say create variations from all attributes. Go. It gives me an alert that it can only create 50 variations per run, but that's fine. We won't have so many. We have 4 variations now. So we have man's left, man's right, women's left, and women's right variations. So and for all of these, we need to add a price. So they don't have prices. I see this alert here. So I can add a price, and it's really nice. That's new in WooCommerce. This allows me to set the price for each of the variations, which is just amazing. So $6.99, that's my price. So I just filled in the price for all of these variations. So now I can basically do the same thing what I did for the main product, but I don't need this for every variation. So here I have now D021. That's my SKU. Of course, you can, or you should give it SKUs you understand. That's fine for me. So I want to manage the stock here as well. I have the regular price and I have a sales price. This one is on sale as well. So $649.99. And stock quantity, I have 10 of each of them. I don't allow back orders. Low threshold is 5. Weight is 1. You can have different sizes and everything in here for each of them. But in this case, I will just put this in for all of them. Same as parent, the shipping class. We're going to work with the shipping class for the parent product. So all of them inherit this. And I could change the description here. If I have a certain description here, the description gets overwritten as soon as somebody chooses this product. So you can add something here, but I won't, because I have a description which is the same for all of these variations. So the next one is here, number 2. I want to manage stock. It's also on sale, $649.99. Don't allow, 10, 5, you know the drill already. Weight is 1 kilo, 150, 20, and 20. So do this for all of them. I will just fast forward here and then hit save changes. So now our variations are saved in here, which is nice. Last thing we need to put in are some images. So let's go to the right side. Let's save the draft. and put in a product image. So now we will put in our second product image. That's 2A. Looks almost the same, but there is a slight difference. So product image, set an alt text, driver 02, and set this as product image. And of course, put in some gallery images. And I'm super lazy. I will just put in these 3 gallery images as well, because they look almost the same. So it's fine. And it's not uncategorized. It's clubs and drivers as categories again. And here I can put in like driver, Callaway, and so on and so forth. So that's fine. And now let's publish this one. And let's see what happens as soon as we take a look at this. So let's go there. And now we see a variable product, which is actually amazing as well. I love WooCommerce so much. So it's on sale. It's the Rogue ST Max driver. It's on sale $649.99. It's the blah, blah, blah. That's the short description. And here we don't have the possibility to add it to cart right now because we need to select a variation first. So let's choose gender and left-hand. So actually I'm right-handed. So let's choose this one, and this we can put into cart. So that's great. So here we have related product because we have a second product as well already. Okay, there is one last thing I want you to do before you build this. That's create your attributes. So go back to attributes in products, attributes, and create all the attributes you want to have afterwards. Because if you build now your products, let's say 100 of them, make sure to put the attributes in before, because if you need to do this afterwards, you're going to hate the world. So do this now, go there and create some attributes like gender, for example, and then your clients are able to filter on the website for these attributes. So gender, configure terms, and inside the terms, I will have men's, women's, add, and unisex. And also we could have children, youth. Yeah, that's great. Club type. Here I would have errands, driver, footer, wedge, hybrid, fairways. Ta-da, nice. Okay, great. These are there and it's fine. Now hit pause, create all of your products and come back to this video, or create at least 9 of the products, and then we start to build the best, most beautiful, most user-friendly online store you can imagine in this video. Okay, nice. Let's start building and designing our actual page. And for that, we will install a new theme and a page builder. The page builder we're going to install is the best one. I'm using it since 2016. I used all of them like Divi, Avada, Elementor, and so on and so forth. I totally recommend ThriveSuite. ThriveSuite is, in my opinion, by far the best fully operational WordPress build add-on which you can use. It has everything. You don't need any other plugin besides that. So let's go there and install it. So put in automatethis.pro/thrive. That's an affiliate link. So if you want to use it, I would be very grateful. And this takes you to the Thrive homepage. So click there on Start Now and get your license for ThriveSuite. So get ThriveSuite. This takes you here. And it says, okay, buy now. I recommend buying it for a whole year. So it's a yearly price. You have super fast support. By the way, every theme you see on all tutorials and so on and so forth, every theme costs money, of course, because you want to have it safe. You want to have the different functionalities. So buy one of the themes. I don't care if you take another one. You can for this tutorial, but I recommend doing this because it's so user-friendly and it's so simple. As soon as you have your license, you are inside this members home, and there you need to download the Thrive Product Manager plugin. This plugin connects your Thrive themes to your WordPress. So download this, head back to your WordPress, go to plugins, add new, and install that. So upload plugin, you have this one here. Let's dismiss that and choose this one and install now. So this takes a few seconds. This plugin is very small. By the way, the code of ThriveSuite gets better and better and better, and it's very small compared to Elementor, which is just bloated. So activate this plugin. Now we have this one, and that created the product manager here. So go to product manager and log into your account. So this will prompt you to log in if you are there for the first time. In this browser, I'm logging into this almost every day. So log in and connect. So the things we're going to install on top. So these are Thrive plugins. They are perfectly built into the Thrive ecosystem. And we're going to use the Thrive ecosystem most of the time here now. Install Thrive Leads, install Thrive Architect, install theme, and that's actually it for the moment. You can install this other stuff, but as I said before, if you don't use it, don't install it. It's the same thing here. It just makes the page bigger, and this is bad. Site-wide, it should be as small as possible. So don't use it if you don't want. So install selected products. And this installs the most important 3 thingies here for you. So now is the perfect time. It's the 15th of December. Get a hot cup of chocolate and enjoy. Okay, so success. Everything is installed. So let's switch to the dashboard. And now we see Thrive dashboard down here. And we have Thrive leads as well. So what we need to do now is we need to go to the Thrive dashboard. Switch to the dashboard and then change to appearance and themes. And in here, we change to the Thrive theme builder. It's not a regular theme, it's a theme builder. So we are going to build the most amazing theme and be super flexible with what we are doing, so you can customize everything, every single thing on your page. So go there, and now we have inside our Thrive dashboard, we see the Thrive theme builder. So click on that and let's start working on our page. If you open this for the first time, you are prompted to choose your theme. So I'm choosing Omi. You can take a preview on these and take a look how they could look on your website. So I chose this theme, and now we're going through this help wizard and set up everything. So it's really, really nice. So let's get started. First of all, it asks us to upload a logo for a website or a logo for the menu. You can upload it here. If you don't have a logo yet, don't worry, it's totally fine. You can just skip this by clicking choose and continue. I will upload my logo. If you don't have a logo, a very good solution is go to automatis.pro/Envato. You'll find the link in the description as well. And in the Envato market, you can look for graphic templates. And there, let's take a look for golf logo. And it gives me a lot of golf logos. Like I chose this one and just changed it a little bit. You can choose any of these and start working on them, or give it to a freelancer and they should alter it as to your liking. So choose this one. I really like Envato Market. So let's upload our logo. I will just click upload logo. This takes me to the media screen, and I will just upload my logo here. Let's go logo dark and bright and icon. I'll just upload these 3 images. Okay, 1, 2, 3. I have my logo here, 3 under. That's the Pro Shop. And my bright logo. So now I have a dark logo here, and now I'm going to edit a bright version of it. So this one is the bright version. Choose and continue. That's amazing. That's nice. So now I have these. Now I'm going to find my color. A really cool thing is colors.co. And this tool, you can sign up and then you can save everything and so on. So, but this tool gives you the opportunity to create your brand colors, which is really nice. As soon as you like a color, you can just click here and take the next one and the next one, and then just change the last ones. So yeah, now you have your colors and you can go from there. If you click here, you can just pick them and so on. So that's really nice. What I usually do is I build a small file in Illustrator or Figma or whatever and put in my stuff. So I created this file in order to have everything in one place and to know what to put in here. So I'm adding this main color here, apply. That's my main brand color. This green, really nice, fits to the topic of golf, of course. Okay, now let's choose our header. So it gives me tips here. I don't want to see them. And we can go back and forth between the different designs here. Or we can just open it and choose a design from this screen, which is actually nice. I want actually this one. Yes, I want to have this one. That's nice. Really cool thing. It's not stretched yet, but we're going to stretch everything here. So this one's really cool, really nice. It has these small good to know thingies here. It has a menu. It has the cart on this side. It has my logo on this side. So I'm quite happy with that. So let's go with this one. Choose and continue. And my footer, it's the same story. I can go back and forth here with these arrows, or I can just choose a footer here. I want to have something like this. That's nice. Columns 01. Again, this is not stretched, but we're going to stretch it afterwards. Choose and continue. That's fine. And now it asks us how our homepage should look like. So we're thinking long term here. And I'm going to define the home page and the regular page settings like blog posts and so on as well, because we're going to create a blog at some point. It's very important. If you do SEO, you want to have a blog. And if you do landing pages for marketing automation or for marketing campaigns in general, you want to have landing pages. So it's very smart to work on these templates in the beginning, because then you have it when you need them. So just define them once and then go from there. And afterwards, of course, we're going to define our WooCommerce stuff as well. So I'm going to choose from a ready-made landing page or home page. There are tons of different pages here. So let's choose one quite fast. Yeah, whatever. Let's take this one. It's fine. And the cool thing you probably see already is it applies the theme colors. So the main color I took, it creates automatically different styles and things which actually fit already. So you can take this out of the box, only change the images and you're there, which is amazing. So we have our FAQ and everything here. So this is a great landing page for ads, for example. So choose this one and then let's go to our single blog post. Of course, we want to have a design for a single blog post. But in blog posts, actually, yeah, let's see. Featured image full width audio post. No, not audio post. I want to have something with sidebar because we are a store. Title banner with sidebar. Full width featured image with sidebar. Let's take this one. Very nice blog, good to read. It's not too wide and so on. So this is really nice for blog posts actually. So choose this and continue. And now it shows us the blog. And that's what I meant before when I told you create your products first. Because now you see if you don't have content, you need to work with this. And there is no blog post. So I don't actually know how it's going to look like. So I just stay with this one because it doesn't matter. I need to do this later on as well. And now we have a regular page here as well. So the first one was the home page. And the regular page is going to apply it on every landing page and so on and so forth. So go there, choose one which you really like for landing pages, for example. call to action banner. That's nice. So let's go with this one. That's fine. This is great. Actually, we're using this at Automated Pro as well. So choose and continue. So we could define our menus now, but I will show this as soon as we work on the header, but continue without choosing a menu. So that's fine. And now we're going to do the same thing for the shop header. So I'm going to use my default header because this is my default header. I want to have it on the store and on the website as well. So with the footer, do the same. And now we come here to the shop. This is really good. Of course, you can choose something different. I really like the first one because it doesn't give me too much stuff here, and we're going to customize it anyway. So I would just take this one. If you like, you can just follow me and do exactly the same as I do. And here, I really like the first one. I know the others. Yeah, there is a second one, but I really like the first version. So I just take this one. That's fine. Now we are in the cart. So this is how it's going to look like as if somebody put something in the cart and is inside the cart. So it shows me very clear what to do and what to expect and how people will see this, which is amazing. So I would just take that. That's great. And here the checkout, we have, there is only one checkout right now. That's fine. And it works super, super nice. It's only one side, one page checkout, which is amazing. So choose and continue. And that's it. We are through. So this is great. Let's go to the dashboard. Okay, nice. So as soon as we are through the wizard, we're presented with this, and this is really nice. So you can run the wizard again if you want, or you can manage the templates. That's what we are going to do afterwards, and manage some stuff of the branding. So inside the branding, you have these theme colors, the logos, and also where the logo links to. So in this case, it links to my start page, to the home page, which is fine, which is standard, and it should be like that. And we have the fave icon. So fave icon is the thingy which appears here. Now we have the earth. So let's change this to our logo, actually, to this one, and select. Make sure to create a PNG file. That's .png. That's a portable network graphic with alpha channel, so without a background. It looks just nicer, like this leaf here or this H here. We are going to have this golfer. So let's change it here. And now we can go to this home screen of the theme builder. It takes us here. Or we can just move on to the typography. So typography, of course, is super, super important. Right now, the website looks like this. Let's open it here. It looks like this. I mean, it's not bad. It's fine. And that's not going to be our start page of the store, but it looks quite nice. So we can have this here. The shop looks like this. Shop, that's okay, but I want to have my actual headers and so on changed. So let's change this here. Click on edit. And the cool thing in Thrive is you can manage this here really, really nicely. It's not like you need to do it everything on its own and fiddle around with stuff. You can just select all your fonts here on the outside and change all the fonts at once here, or you can select only the headings, or you can select each heading on its own. So I will change the headings to the font called, I have it here, Bungee, and I can say, okay, regular is 400, bold is bold, but it's a bold font anyway, so there is no regular. So I will have this. And I can change the color of all these, and I will do that. I will take my dark color here and put it in the unlink, put this color in. And the cool thing in Thrive is you can save these colors as global colors. So as soon as you save this here into a global color, everything which has this color applied on your page, no matter what type of content, if you change this color in here, it changes everything where this color is applied. So apply this one. That's fine. And I will apply the same color to the other things as well. So actually I can do this up here. I will unlink my global color here, and I will unlink my global color here, and I will change the global color of all of them at once. Again, this creates really nice code. If you want to have it clean, you should follow exactly this. That's best practice for web design. Okay, that's nice. And now I can go in and change the rest. So I want to have a different font for body. I will take Open Sans, and 400, bold is going to be 700. So you can make it bolder or not as bold, but I want to have a difference. So I will have this at 700. That's nice. I like this very much. I could change the background of this example block quote, but actually I think it's fine. And I'm going to have this. So here we have different hyperlinks, and hyperlink in a paragraph, inside headings, and so on. So we can change all of these to a separate style. So I'm going to change the color of all hyperlinks. I'm going to change it to our green regular color. So that's the main accent of our page. I'm going to change this one here. This is great. And this is a regular hyperlink without specifics. This is a hyperlink inside a paragraph. This is a hyperlink inside lists, and so on. So I can change this here now. I can also change the effect of the hyperlink. As you see, there is like this underline effect here. Quite nice, actually unnecessary, but who cares? So I'm going to change this to my main color as well. Change it here. I'll put it to my colors and apply. I will put this in here. That's good. This color is fine. And here I change the color to my green color as well. So as I said before, you can do this how you need it. Specific, and the last one here. Okay, great. So that's the colors. Save this and go back. Okay, great. So let's go to templates. Templates is the part where we are going to design the most. So inside the templates, you have here the core templates, and in here you have the custom post types, and WooCommerce is custom post types. So inside WooCommerce, we take a look at our shop. So let's go to edit and let's change the behavior or the design of our shop. In here, we have our template, which we decided before, and now we can make adjustments. So Thrive Themes and Thrive Architect actually works like this. So you choose something, and then you have here on the left side the things you can change. So you can change for each container the behavior, how it looks, what it does, and so on and so forth. And on the right hand side, you can add new things like a cart widget, for example, like this. You can add and change the position and so on and so forth with these buttons here. You can save for later use. So that's really nice. So now let's change the whole layout. Let's click somewhere and then make sure that you are here on the outside. You can change the content and all these things. You can switch here as well with this visual menu. And here we have layout types. So we have boxed and we have full width. I think boxed is very good, but at a 1620 width, which means when the screen is small, it's full width, and when the screen is wide, it's not full width, but it's almost. I think that's the perfect size actually for pages. So we have a really nice sidebar. It's not too small. It's not stuffed. And we have this shop area. Now we have this search bar up here. I think this one is a little bit too wide actually. So we can change the layout here. Let's go there and let's make it smaller. Let's say, for example, 550. That's fine. Okay, like this. That looks great actually, really nice. And we can also choose different designs and different elements, different things. So we can change the design elements here. As you see, I mean, there are so many and it works really, really, really well. So yeah, just go through them and pick which you like. So I like these actually. I think it's fine. It's very clean, really nice. So that's good. And of course, we can change the design of each of these things as well. So if you're unhappy with the background here, you can just on it and change the background style. So for example, change it to red. If you want to scream away your clients, you can do this. Or in this case, I go back and just take the background which was there before. So from the layout container. There somewhere we have a background. Yeah, here we have a background on the whole page. So that's fine. I will just leave it like this. I only wanted to show you how this works. So I would like to have this actually with, let's say, a green border. So I choose this and then I go here to borders and change the border color to our green, apply, and take a look at it. It's actually nice, but it's very thin. So I make it a little bit thicker like this. It's great, really cool. And I also want to have the background white because I think it should have a little bit more contrast. It's easy to find and easier to use them. So that's nice. That's great. That's the one thing we are going to do here. The other thing we're going to do is we are going to change the behavior of our header. So let's click into the header and click on edit. You see this is a linked section because headers are stored somewhere else. So it's a linked section and that means that this header, if I work on the header here, it changes everywhere where we have this header. So I edit it and now I click on up here and I can change the object where I am in. So you see in here, I'm in text. Around this text, we have a content box. Around the content box, we have a column. And around these, we have these columns here. And these columns, I want to change the width. So I want to stretch to fit to screen width. So I turn this on. And now I see it's stretched over the whole screen width. I think that's really nice. I think that's really, really cool like that. So I will leave it like this. Also, I want to adjust the image here a little bit. I want to make it a little bit bigger. So I change the size here and make it to 170. I think that's fine. The link is in the logo. It links to the home page. So that's fine as well. And now I can say, okay, done. That's great. The other thing, I'm switching into it again. The other thing I want to change is here, the cart. If you're not happy with the position of all these things, you could just say, okay, I want to have the cart here. And you can just simply drag and drop stuff from one side to the other and just change this here. So I want to have it here, like 20% on each side. That's fine. And 60 in the middle. Nice. Really cool. So this is really neat and really nice to use. And then I go to this cart container. And here I can say show items on click or show items on hover. So I like to show the items on hover actually. That's nice. Sometimes it doesn't really work that well. So click is the safe version of it. You can do something else, like something else, and change the text here, like your cart is here, yeah, then people will find it here, or simply stay with the default. That's fine. Position, yeah, there you would say where the position is, so where the products appear, like underneath or from the right or from the left. So let's stay with underneath. And now I click done and I will open a preview. This opens the preview in another window. And if I click, I see my cart. So this works really, really well. It's really beautiful. So that's nice. Here we have 1620. So let's save again, because this one is actually weird. It's not as far as wide as I wanted it. Yeah, that's nice. Now it looks really, really cool. So that's that. The other thing is here in the footer, we have actually the same thing, but this works really well already. So we can just stick to that. That's fine. I only want to change the size of this logo again. So I go in here and open that and open the logo and make it really big, like 285. That's fine. I think that works really good. So if I want to change this recent posts, for example, that would be news. Let's edit again. And here, this is black. So of course, this doesn't work here. So we need to change it to a color we can use. So this is an element template. So I can change the template here if I want, but I don't want. I think actually it's fine. So let's just change the size of this thing here. So that's inside, and here I can change the color of this thingy. So let's go to white and I make this a global color as well. So apply. And I think it's way too big. It's way too big. So as soon as we have more than one blog post, there will appear 3 blog posts, and I want them to be a little bit smaller. So let's go to the size and make this 30, or let's say 28. That's good. Nice. So now we have this in a small size, and that's also, I can change my form here. We will take a look at this in a second, but first I want to finish this design here. So we have this bottom section here as well, and I can turn these sections on and off here on the design. So I can turn it on and off as I want it. I can change the bottom section, so I can choose a ready-made design here. So let's say I want to have this one. So I can take that and have a really nice bottom section here. So that's fine. The only thing which looks weird is the contrast between this background and this background. So I need to change that. And here we have the decorations, and at the top we have a fancy divider with this waveform. That's fine, but we want to have this gray color here. So save. And this works really nice. So let's change the background image here, because that doesn't fit and doesn't do anything good here. So let's change the background image here. And yeah, I don't need this color actually. Let's make it transparent. And I change the image here. So I need to upload some images. Let's take these images here. Okay, so let's take this image, insert. Now I can move it up and down to the perfect place where I want to have it. I want to have it in the middle. That's fine. Then you can see here these bunkers and this green. That's amazing. Looks really, really good. Apply. Nice. Amazing. So this works perfectly for me. I could change this design here, but actually I'm fine with that. It does what it should do. So I will just leave that. That's fine. And down here, I have this section. I could change this to green if I wanted, but actually it's quite cool with this black. Okay, so let's save that. Now we're going to make some real changes inside here. So I want to change these categories here. So I have this category filter already inserted here, this category list, and I want to have only one option. I want to have all categories displayed. So all of them are here. And this tends to get really, really huge. So I don't want this, of course. And I don't want to have an image either. So there is no image. And of course, I want to have the text before the image, so it doesn't affect anything. So there is no image anymore. I can align it to the left side, and then I can work on the design itself. So that's nice, really cool. I can say, okay, how many products? Show me how many products we have inside the categories or not. I want to hide empty categories. Now it shows me everything, or I can hide it. So now I don't have this uncategorized thing. So that's really nice. So I can change the order here and so on. And I can change the design. So inside the design, I only have to work on one and it will change all of them, which is really great. So I want to get rid of the background. So I just delete it. Okay, now we don't have a background anymore, which is nice and looks really good. And the other thing is I want to have them in green. I want to change the color of this text. So I click inside the text and on typography and change the color here. So now it's green. And this looks actually really nice. I can change the size, of course, of the text. And I can also, this is very important, change the size of this container, because as you saw before, probably it was limited to a certain size. So I changed it. So now I don't have any limitations here, which is really nice. Yeah, now I have a really nice product category. The only thing I want to do now is I want to get rid of this huge gap in between. So I find the container which causes the gap and get rid of the gap. So that's really nice. Maybe we should change the size of the typography a little bit more. Let's say to 15 or 16. Yeah, let's take 15. That's nice. So that looks really, really cool. Very nice, easy to use. It's green. Everybody will understand that they can click on that. I can change the recent product list here as well, change the size of these images and so on and so forth. You can work on that and change it as we changed this here. So then I can have some different filters. I think the filter section is really useful, and there we have a lot of created filters. So for example, filter product by price widget, that's this one, and filter product by attribute widget, that's this one. And here now we see that's a very important thing. So let's open that. And now we can say filter by club type. And I want to have it as a list or as a drop down. In this case, we don't have club types in here. So I will just say, okay, filter by gender, for example. And I want to have it as a list. And it's going to show me, the behavior is going to be end. So let's save that. And as soon as our products have gender attributes attached, we can use this filter here. So to do that, let's attach some gender attributes. Let's go somewhere. Let's go here. Okay, edit this product and attach an attribute. Here, gender, it's men's actually. Visible on product page, that's fine. So it should work already. So let's preview the store. Oh yeah, here we go. Here we have filter by men's, for example. Now it shows me the men's section, or unisex. Now it shows me unisex products and so on. Women's, really cool. That's really nice. So this works really, really good. It's super handy. Everybody likes that. So if I refresh the page, I have this here as well. And now I can work on the design itself, which is important because I want to fit the design to this side, to this page. So filter by, we're going to change this to 14. It's the same thing as here. And letter spacing is, I think it's 2. And it's that big. Font size is 13, obviously. Yeah, filter by. Nice. That looks really, really cool. Letter spacing is 2 or 3, something like this. So that's fine. Let's stick to 2. Okay, that's great. But this looks really good. And this one, I will make this smaller. And yeah, that's cool. Yeah, nice. Okay, nice. That works for me. So done. That's fine. Really good. Everything inside is beautiful and looks great. So this is how you can add filters to this sidebar. And it totally makes sense because it makes the usability of the store so much easier. So do some work and build great filters into your shop. Okay, nice. Now we have a filter here as well, like sort by popularity. You can click into that and choose a design. There are so many designs. I think I told you this already. So yeah, that's fine. Here we have pagination. You can have endless scroll as well. So product options, go here and change the pagination. Change this to -1. Now it has all the products you have. It will load like thousands of products if you have some, or change this to 24, for example. A very important thing here is let's change the order to random, because then it randomizes every time you load the page new, it randomizes the order of your things here. You can also say order by popularity, for example, or price or whatever. So that's really, really important. I think that's more important than having an order by publish date, because then you have like the newest or youngest products at the top and the oldest products somewhere in the nirvana, but you don't want to have this. So think about that. And also you can change the columns, for example. So I think 3 is actually really nice, but a little bit outdated. So nowadays people are used to having a lot on one page and seeing a lot at once. So if you take a look at Amazon, for example, is very dense. So yeah, I think 4 is 5, 5 is too much. And as soon as you're happy, save the work and make one more change, which will help a customer navigate through the store really fast. Okay, now this is nice, but actually there is another better option. So let's say product categories widget. Let's take this one here. And this is actually the one I wanted to have. So this one is really, really cool. I can see the hierarchy of the different products, and that makes total sense. Hide empty categories, that makes sense as well. And order by name, that's fine. I can do the category order as well, but yeah, whatever. So I think that's really nice. People are used to that. So that's great. And now I can edit it. Of course, I want to change this here. So let's change this to 14 and let's change the cut. Let's transform this to uppercase and yeah, it's fat. And let's change the color here to this color. That's fine. And apply. And then let's do letter spacing. 3, no, 2. And I think it's only 13. So yeah, that's great. Product categories, really, really cool. That works. Let's change these here as well. So let's do it here. Let's say 14. Yeah, okay, that's fine. Really good. So click done and that's it. Of course, we can show this as a drop-down, but yeah, I mean, it's kind of nice, but this is actually really, really good. Only show children of the current category. That's fine. Makes sense. Makes it a little bit more cleaned up and hide empty categories. That's fine. Okay, so now let's save that And let's get rid of this one as well. So nice. Okay, this looks really, really cool. I can go with that. That's fine. So next thing I want to change is I want to have a visible product category filter up here. So let's go here and find this one, product categories. So I put this here, and here we can change the design of these. So first of all, in order to have images here, we need to put images into the categories. So let's switch to our dashboard and let's do that. So inside of products, we have these categories. And inside the categories, you see them here and you can edit each product. So hoodies, I don't have hoodies. So let's put this away. And uncategorized, I can't put this away, which is sad, but I can't. And now let's change these images. So click on edit on one of your categories, upload thumbnail or upload image, and upload an image. So use this one, update, and do this for all of your products. Go back to categories and do the next one. Okay, and as soon as you are done with applying images to the categories, we can go back and refresh this builder here. And now we see our category images here, which is amazing. Now it makes more sense to adjust and do stuff here. So let's say the image comes after the main image and I want to show more than only one category. So I want to show 8 categories, for example. I want to have these, and here I can display different categories. Let's say, okay, now we have 7 categories here. I want to limit that because I don't want to break the design of it. So I want to have it like this. And this is for sure. It's safe and it's going to be like this every time. So it's really nice. I think this is really cool and works really well, but I don't like the design yet. So let's change the design a little bit. And I'm going to do this by clicking here on Edit Design. And now I can have a background color here. Let's change the background style. I think making a little bit contrast here is fine. So I would change this here to black, or to our black, to cod gray. And I will go here inside the category here and click on typography and change the typography to white. So now I have a really good contrast here. I will make this a little bit smaller, like 14. That's fine, actually. It doesn't need to be that big. And I will have this in white as well. That's great. Yeah, in this case, I don't want to show how many items are there. But what I want to do is I want to change the layout here. So some of these layouts, yes, this one has a margin. So I want to have it like this. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to the product category. That's the container above all that. So I want to change the border here. So let's go here and say 2. Or let's make it not that hard. Let's say 1 and cod gray as well. That's fine. But now we see that these corners are not inside there. So let's click in here and go to layout and go to borders and make the corners here 15 as well. And this one as well. No, 15. Now we have really nice corners. So this works. And let's do the same down here. Let's change that to 15. And this one as well. 15. Nice. Okay, this works. It looks a little bit weird, actually. So I think we should change it to 14. Okay, let's go in again. Let's change this, 14, this, 14. Always double check. So, okay, nice. Now it looks really good. Looks really, really good. Everything fine, everything great. Okay, cool. That works. So we can move on from here. Let's go to product category again and apply a little bit of shadow. I think that's actually fine and helps with the contrast and with changing the different sections of the page. So here we have the shadow, that's fine. That works great. And I have this sidebar here, and I want to change the sidebar as well. So let's put in some background in white as the rest and some shadow as the rest. That works really well. We can have some shadow on this as well. I think this is really cool. So let's take a look at the preview. And now we see how this looks. It's actually really nice. Maybe the shadow is too much, so we should turn off the shadow. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm taking these, edit design, go here to product category, borders and corners, make this a little bit thicker like that. That's done, that's good. And what I'm also going to do is I'm turning off the shadow. So let's take this, edit, go in here, product category, put it away. Thank you. That's too much 90s. And here, shadow as well. Let's turn this off, save and close. Amazing. Okay, now it looks really cool. Maybe we don't need the background here. You can play around with that and make sure that it's to your liking. So apply, that's fine, that's good. Like this. And now let's refresh and it looks really cool. Okay, this is really nice. That's actually what I wanted to build. Now here we see the sidebar doesn't go into Nirvana forever. We have our search, we have our accessories, and our we can filter by products here, which is really cool. I can open this one. When I click on clubs, it opens the archive. So this is actually nice, but that's what we need to do next. So we need to apply the other design from our main store to this archive as well. So let's do that now. It's actually quite simple because we can just take this one and take it as the archive. So save that and close this design here. And now we have our shop. Let's copy that, duplicate. That's so nice in Page Builder. It's really, really cool. That's the store. Let's rename that. Okay, and now we need to have exactly this design as an archive design as well. So in order to have every category shown like that, but inside the category, we need this to change to the archive design. So go to the shop settings. So if you are somewhere in here, go back to shop settings and click on layout and visibility. And here at layout options, save new layout. So give it a name and say whatever, main store 01. Save this layout. And now out here into the default product categories, go here. And that's a product archive. And here, go to layout and visibility and choose main store 01. Now we have the layout here. So that's the main layout. As you can see, the sidebar looks different and the content area looks different as well. So we want to load the other things into this as we have it in the main store. So save this. Open up the main store as well. And now we need to take a look, what do we want to have? What do we want to change to this one? So go to the sidebar and save and reuse. Sidebar 01, save to library. Do the same thing to the content area, save and reuse. Content 01. And do the same thing to the top section here. So we can change the top section actually. It's Yeah, no, it's fine. Let's save and choose save the current section for reuse. So top section 01. Save the library, and now we have these, which is great. And also we could save the bottom section as well, because it actually looks nice. And of course you can alter it everywhere as soon as you have it. Yeah, but it totally makes sense to reuse that stuff. So save the library, that's great. And now let's switch there and go to product archive settings. That's the main page. Change the background. The background is this light gray. Apply, go to the sidebar and choose a design. So I have my saved sidebar sections here. Okay, I need to reload the whole page. So now it fetches the stuff from the database. So go to the sidebar, choose a design, my saved sections, take this one. Now I have this one in here. It's great, looks as the other one. Content area, you can go in here as well. Choose a design, my saved sections here. This one looks really great. It's there again, which is nice. And bottom section, choose save bottom section. Take this one. Yes. And this one here as well. Top section. Save and close. Really cool. Okay, nice. The good thing now is we have connected these two sections or these two pages together. So if I edit this section here, I can edit it now. And let's say I want to change the size to small, like this one. If I do this, click on done. Now it's updating the section itself. And now, if I update this page, inside the builder or inside the page, doesn't matter. Now it has the same thing here, which is amazing. This is just the great thing of a theme builder instead of a regular theme in WordPress. That's just mind-blowing. And it saves you so much time. So this is really good. This works perfectly. So with this knowledge, you can actually build every template inside the template builder and make it perfect for your purpose. So do this for all of your thingies. So for the product, let's open the product. And in here, you can do actually the same thing. So what totally would make sense is to use the top section, because it should be the same top section over the whole place. What you can see here as well is it's narrow. It's not as wide as it was in the shop itself, and it shouldn't jump around. So you need to make sure that it looks the same everywhere. So layout and visibility of this one, layout width is 1620. But again, I think that's too wide for this. But what I want to have here as well is, of course, a sidebar. I want to see a sidebar. So let's go to the sidebar and let's put the sidebar to the left as it was before. I want to have the same sidebar and the same thing in here. So this is great. And I want to have the same sidebar as I had in my other things. I don't want to change this around. Just because I change where I am doesn't mean that the frame around it should change that often. So this is great. I mean, you can do that and you can have everything customized on every single page, but it's a little bit too noisy in my opinion. So keep it simple and let the person be wherever they are. I mean, the cool thing is here, you could say, okay, on every product, they have a special offer, for example, or something a little bit different than in the archive and the main page. But yeah, that's your choice. You can do this if you want. Okay, so now I have this product settings. The background of my page is going to be in this light gray color as well. So like that. That's really cool. Works for me. That's really good. Product itself should be white. Yeah, content area itself is going to be white. So background here, put a background in here as well, white, nice. That's great. This works really great. So of course you can change that. You can work on this as well. You can change the display options. You can change how this behaves and how it looks and so on. But actually I think it works so nice out of the box. It's really, really beautiful. Down here, get a discount code. Yeah, that's nice. That's what I meant before. You can customize it on every page and that's totally fine. But in this case, I'm going to with our ready-made design, this one here. People will see it here as well. That's fine. And down here, oh, the footer didn't change. That's actually funny. Actually, we have this one, so which is safe. Okay, nice. So that works really, really well. Make sure to change this on every page. Hit the pause button, create every page to your liking, and then come back to the video. Okay, great. So the last two pages we are going to make here are the cart and the checkout pages. That's very important because these two pages should be distraction free. Actually, we want people to go through the checkout and actually buy the stuff. So let's go there and do this. So edit the cart page from our theme builder. And in here, you see it's the same thing. It's narrow but wide, but somehow crazy. And that's a little bit tricky. So go there and change it to our maximum of 1620. But as you can see, it's very wide here. And I think that's actually not what we want to achieve here. So go to the cart itself, choose the cart and go to layout. And here you can say, okay, maximum width is, for example, 1280 or 1080. Let's say 1280. And let's put it in the middle. It's nice, really cool. And the only other thing I want to do here is I want to have the same gray as I had in the other pages. Then it doesn't really change the behavior of the page. So I think that's good. Let's do that here. Go to the cart page settings and to background, and the background style is going to be gray again. And the cart itself is going to be white. So I change into the cart again and change the background color here to white. So now I have this gray cart here and the white thing on the other side. I can edit this here as well. I can say, okay, cart totals. I could change this to some other color, maybe our yellow or some yellowish color. That's actually nice. So go to background and let's add our brand yellow here, this one. That's actually fine. Let's put this in here. Apply, and it's only 25% opacity, which is great because I don't want to have it too bright. So that's fine. What I don't like here are these round corners. So I will change this to 0. I think it's nice. Okay, now I think it's really clean and fine and nice. So we can go on from there. Oh, the only thing here is the header. Why is the header so weird? So let's save. Sometimes it needs a little to actually take the adjustments. Inherit content size from layout. That was important here. So yeah, now it inherits the page size. That's nice. Very good. Okay, so let's save that and let's go to the checkout, which is even more important. So close this here and open the checkout template. And here we do basically the same. So it's very important to keep the same ratios and so on and so forth, to not jump back and forth, because people need to adjust with their minds and eyes to where is something. They need to hold on to stuff. So in this case, header is fine, footer is fine as well. This is working, that's the same everywhere. The only thing again is the checkout area. It's a little bit too wide. Let's go in here and let's change our size here to 1280 and put it in the middle. So that's great, really nice. And the background is our gray again, background style. Let's go here, let's find this gray. This one is our background. It's really cool. Actually, that looks really nice. So I can work on contrast a little bit, like checkout options in here. Let's change the contrast of that. Background style here. I want to have this in green because it should be seeable. So if people are looking for this stuff, they should see that. So I want to have a little bit of contrast there. And also these input screen or input lines are contrasty. That's fine. It's great. So yeah, let's do it here as well. That's okay. And now let's change the typography to white. So now people can actually read what's written here. That's good. Okay, great. I think that works. Display options here. Yeah, we can show or hide some things here, like order notes, for example. I mean, yeah, sometimes people need that if you don't want it. Cool thing in Thrive is you can simply show and hide stuff from here within the template, which is amazing. So save and work, save and close. Now let's build some pages. In order to have our store online and in order to be compliant with all the regulations, we need some pages like privacy policy. Most people like to have an about page, all the other stuff. So let's do this now. So inside the dashboard, we can create a new page by going to pages and add new, or up here, add new and page. So let's create our first page. We have a privacy policy page made already. So now we are going to make a page called terms and conditions. So this one here is a very important page, and you can launch Thrive Architect to work on this page, or you don't launch it and just type stuff here, like work in progress. I will publish this. Of course, this page should have everything on it for this tutorial. That's fine. So let's take a look at the page, and it looks like this. So it has my sidebar, it has the stuff up here, and it says work in progress. That's fine. And this is from my template. So let's go back and let's add another page. Let's go back once more. And here on pages, let's add a new page. And in this case, I want to have a different type of page for the about page. So let's take this. I will publish here, and launch Thrive Architect. And now I actually don't want to have the regular landing page thing. I want to have a pre-built landing page. So I can have a pre-built landing page here. There are hundreds of landing page templates, and these are really, really nice. So I can have this one, and then I can say, okay, I want to have, yeah, whatever. Let's take this one. I think that's great. Let's take this page, and this is going to be my About Me page. And of course, in here, I have my standard header and footer, and then I can just change everything here and tell something about me and about my team and about the shop and so on and so forth. So this is my About Me page. Okay, let's close this again. Let's go back. So now we have the About Me page. And here we see we have the privacy policy page as well. I can clone this page here as well. So in order to create another page, I can start from another page like this one. Privacy policy, of course, you should change all the stuff here. That's pre-written by WordPress, so you can use that. So let's make a disclaimer page. Disclaimer, publish, fine. So you don't need to use the Thrive architect. You can just, if it's a text page only, you can just write within the WordPress editor. That's totally fine. And it works with Thrive architect as well. So we have the refund and returns policy here as well. So we can just edit and publish this. It's fine as well. We will use that afterwards. And now let's build a contact page. So let's go to add new as well. And let's call it contact and publish. We can save draft as well. So we don't need to go live immediately, but let's publish this and launch. And from here, let's choose another landing page here and let's call it, let's do it differently. Let's not take something from here. Let's start from here. So in here, I go to page and then I can change my templates. So I could choose another template from here, or I can change the visibility settings. So I don't want to have the sidebar here. I want to hide it. And now I can change my page content from here, which is great as well. So in here, we have different blocks. And I will use a block here. It gives me an introduction how to use this. I will use the theme blocks and the contact parts. So I will just put in this, which is nice. So I have this contact here, and then I can go here and say, okay, Mintis Hills. That's the golf club where I'm playing usually. Let's go in here. That's fine. That's a little bit too much. That's nice. Mintis Golf Club. Really good. Very nice. And here are actually placeholders inside. So don't do something here. I will show you how to fill this. That's really nice in Thrive. So first, let's change the background here of this image. Let's change it to something nice like that, for example. Yeah, that's great. Apply, save and work. Okay, so that's really cool. And now we can use our intelligent site-wide custom fields, which are great. So in Thrive themes or in ThriveSuite, you get something very unique. You don't find this in any other page builder. It's called Smart Site. And let's open this here in Thrive dashboard. You scroll down, go to Smart Site and Smart Settings. And in here, you have global fields, which you can use around your page, on every page and everywhere on your online store, which is amazing. So change the name of the company, for example. Let's say 3 under online golf pro shop. So fine, that's the name of the company. The address is Test Street 1, Test City, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, Cyprus. Okay, that's my address. Phone number is this. Email address is going to be office@3under.com. That's the address. And now here we can insert our URLs to our pages. So let's open the pages and let's get the URL of the privacy policy page. So we have it, privacy policy. I will just, it's a draft. So as long as it's a draft, you can't just copy the URL from here. So I publish this, and now I can copy the link from this view here and insert it here. So and now I have the correct link. That's very important. Now I do this for all the pages, and I can also add fields. So I can say, okay, in which group I can add a new group for links, for example, or whatever. So I can go here and say, okay, legal, I want to have another link, and it's called, I don't know, about, and text is about, and the page is our about page. Where is it? Here we go. Copy link, put it here, save. Nice. So now I have this one here as well. And I also can put in my social addresses. So it's important to have something here, Facebook and https blah blah.com. I'll just put this in here because as soon as you have something here, you can add it to your header and so on and so forth, which is amazing. So I will have these three. Very good. Fine. Yeah, let's take Twitter as well. Okay, nice. So now we have these 4 social media channels as well. So that's great. And we can use these things on our website now. So let's move to ATM tutorial/contact and I'll show you what this did. Now we have already filled in these smart site links, which is amazing. Also, we have the smart site name filled in here as well. We're coming to the footer afterwards. So this is very, very nice and very handy to use these smart site links. So that's great. Let's get out of here and let's move into our header. So the headers and footers are special elements called global elements, and we can manage them here. We can have content templates, symbol blocks, and so on. And we have our headers here as well. So we have the default header for Omni and we have the default header for WooCommerce. In this case, I'm changing my WooCommerce header and I want to change the menu and I also want to change the stuff up here. So I'm going to find social follow and put this next to that. So here on the site, now I have 5 columns and I'm going to change the social column stuff. So I can change the style. I will take this one. That's nice. Gives it a little bit of contrast. I like that with the green actually. And now I'm going to make it very small like this, 8, that's fine. I can work on these. It's linked to the global site, so I can put a link in here or I can just use the global site stuff here, which is amazing. And also I will change this here. I don't want to change the size of the header here actually. So that's great. So now we have our social links up here as well, which is really great. So save this. It disappears everywhere now, which is amazing. Okay, here's one. Okay, very good. So that's that. And the other thing is we need to work on our menus. So let's change the menu. Now here we have a custom menu. So if I click on it, I can change the menus here inside the main options. I can choose my menus. The reason why I can't choose a regular WordPress menu is I don't have one. So I need to make one in order to use it here in the header. So let's save that. Let's go back here and on appearance, we have menus. So let's create our first menu. So this is a generated menu here and I can bulk select the stuff I don't want. So it puts all the pages in, which we have here. So generated homepage, I don't want this. Privacy policy, about, I want to have about, cart, checkout, contact, disclaimer, my account, I will leave this. Refund, sample page, terms and conditions, remove these. So I have these 4 now, that's great. And I can change it around here how I want it. I want it like this. And I want to call this home instead of shop because my home page is going to be the shop page afterwards. And I will call this news. That's nice. And save that. So create this menu and this is my primary menu now. save the menu here. And now I have a primary menu. I can add stuff from here. So if I say, okay, I want to have contact, I can just put it in here. And if I want to remove something, I open it and remove it here. I can do this with a lot of stuff. I can also put in like posts and WooCommerce endpoints like orders and blah, 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 blah. So this is really, really handy and really nice. The good thing with my account is if somebody doesn't have an account, they get onto this page and can create an account, which is nice. So let's have this here, save menu, and you can create as many menus as you want. Up here, create new menus for the footer or for wherever. So, but this is how you create menus. And this is very handy when it comes to headers because of, again, we can have everything in one place. So if we use this menu inside our WooCommerce and our regular pages header, we can change it in one place and it changes it in both at once, which is nice. So in here, again, I can now choose my menu 1 header. If you can't choose it, you need to refresh the page and then you can choose it again. So this one is fine now. It's really great. So let's save that. And yeah, that's really nice. So I can change again the typography and so on and so forth, but I will just leave it like this. Okay, great. Now we have a really nice header. And this header, we should build the same header, of course, for our default pages. So then we have a really nice header everywhere. Okay, that's this. So now let's create a really nice footer as well. Let's go to the dashboard and back to our global elements. And in here, let's go to footers and let's do the same. So we have our default footer for Omni and we have our default footer for WooCommerce. So let's edit this footer. And in here, we can do the same stuff like before. Now here we have a link for privacy policy. We can put different other text and so on and so forth. Here, of course, we can write everywhere. Now we have here these useful links and so on. And we see also this year. And this year is not up to date. It's 21 in here because this template is from 21. But I want to have it the current year. So in a few days, it's going to change. And I don't want to come back and change this year every year. And therefore, there is a very smart thing in here. It's called time and date. And I can choose the year. And now, if I insert, I have the current year, 2022. In a few days, as I said, it's 2023, and it's going to change automatically here, which is nice. Also, I have my social share buttons here, like in the header before. So I would just leave them in this color. That's fine for here. And I can do the same thing as I did here with these pages here as well. So I have an item list here and I can work on these items and just say, okay, in this case, it's a regular link to some page, but I can also link it to a global field and use this one here, contact. And if I change it inside the global fields, it's going to change the link here as well, which is, again, really, really nice. So I do this here as well. Global fields, select an option. And where did we have that? That's refund and returns policy. I don't have a global field for that. So that's fine. Let's leave it here. And the disclaimer is the same. It's a regular field here, but I want to have it linked to the global field. So disclaimer here. And I can add different other things as well. So I can add another list item, which I don't give a name, for example, and put in a global field and let's say terms and conditions, insert. And now I even have the text, which is simply amazing. That's really nice. I like stuff like that. I like when everything gets connected and so on and so forth. I think that's beautiful. Okay, let's change the colors. Great. apply, done, nice. So now we have a really nice footer already. The only thing which we don't have is a working sign-up system. And the coolest thing in Thrive is if you start and if you want to have sign-ups somewhere, you don't need to make any commitment to any other provider like MailChimp or ActiveCampaign or Mautic or whatever, or Hotmode.io, the best marketing automation system. But you can just use the built-in system of Thrive. And this is really, really amazing. So let's take a look how you do that. This looks really nice, but we can't use it here. So anyway, let's just save that. And let's go back to our global elements. And let's go back to Thrive dashboard. And now let's switch to Thrive Leads. And Thrive Leads is simply an amazing tool. So in Thrive Leads, you can create lead groups, which are really nice and handy. And we want to have a Thrive shortcode. So let's build a Thrive shortcode. And let's call it footer. So add the lead shortcode footer. So that's the reason we put it in the footer afterward. And let's edit it and let's create one form like form 01. Let's create that. And in here, let's edit this form. So yeah, we have tons of possible designs for that. I would just go with a very basic design here. I like the simple stuff like that. And I can change my design at any time here. So I have these possibilities. So as we saw before, we have this one. So let's take that one. And this looks actually really, really nice. So the only thing we need to change is the size. Yes, that's great. And inside the form, I don't want to have this one is auto. So now I have this in the middle of this outer element. I just removed all the style align stuff and have it here. So you can watch the video in 0.1 speed if you want. You will figure this out. But the great thing here is I have now an element which can collect email addresses for me, and it saves it in WordPress in the Thrive Leads dashboard, which is amazing. From there, I can download, I can send emails from there, and so on. So you can start here. If you don't have a marketing automation ready, you can start here and not miss out on possible leads, which is amazing. And you should start building your email list as early as possible. This channel is mostly about email lists, so trust me, do that. Now we're going to change the design here. Let's just change the color here to green. That's fine. And actually, that's fine already. I don't need to do any much more. So for me, that's cool. I will leave it like this. You can play around here and put in other fields like field name, first name. You can do stuff like that. You can also put this above these columns. Now it's here. That's fine as well. So it looks actually quite cool. Let's leave it like this. That's fine. So now we have these two things here. And let's save the work. Close that. Copy this Thrive Leads shortcode and go back to our default footer. So, and in here, I can now add a WordPress content and insert this shortcode, remove this one. And now I have an amazing working thing here. So let's take a look. Let's open the store because it's in the store footer. So let's open it here. And now I have this here. So the only thing is it's white, which looks quite funny. So let's change that here. Let's go in here, choose the background background style is white, put it away, apply. Now it's transparent. If I reload the page, now it's really nice. It's really, really cool. And if I put in some stuff here, alex@test.com, sign up successful. It's here. So that works. That's great. And in here, I go to Thrive Leads and I will have a conversion. It doesn't count my conversion because I'm the admin. So I need to visit the store in an incognito window. And in here, I can go there and say Alex and Alex at whatever, hotmail.io, and sign up successful. And now let's go here and let's take a look again, refresh. Now I have one conversion, which is amazing. And it comes from this opt-in form. And I can go to my lead reports here. And now I see this lead. And I can view the form, and I can also go to advanced features, to leads export here, and I can email this guy. So this is amazing. This is really, really great. Of course, you can download it and so on and so forth. So use that as early as possible because it's just amazing. As you saw, you can build crazy opt-in forms and so on and so forth. So start doing this. We have some tutorials on this channel already, how to build amazing online forms with Thrive themes. So take a look. So now we have a great footer as well. So now we have a really nice header, a really nice footer. Everything is interconnected to everything else. The shop looks so good. I want to buy something there and make the person really rich, which owns the shop. So it's really, really nice. I hope yours looks the same. So if you went through the tutorial with me together, I'm sure it will look amazing. Post your store in the comments and I will review it. I would really like to see what you built with this system. Okay, nice. So let's connect our payment gateway and get started with accepting money from real people for our products. So in here, in the dashboard, let's go to WooCommerce. WooCommerce welcomed us before with really nice things. Now it's time for setup payment. So let's do that. Let's click on it and let's add Stripe. Stripe is the recommended system and Stripe is also my recommended system. We work with Stripe since years and it's really, really nice, super simple and very secure. It secures your payment. It insures your payment. So don't mess around with, oh no, they take 2.3% of my payment. Yes, of course, because they are doing a great service. So just use it. Simply use it. Nobody will do this for free. It's very, very important to give your customers a great user experience and security. And they do this for you. So just use it. Connect it to your account. If you don't have an account yet, create one and connect it. So now we have Stripe connected. You can connect all the others as well. I think too many payment systems is kind of unnecessary. Everybody has a credit card, so just give them credit card and they will use it. Amazon Pay is quite nice. PayPal is quite nice as well. So you can have these if you want. Set up your payments. That's fine. We did this now. So let's get back to our directory here and let's add taxes. WooCommerce tax is powered by Jetpack and it calculates taxes based on the country where the person is purchasing. So this is an amazing thing. If you have Jetpack already, you can just install and enable and it's amazing. It works out of the box. So do that. Yes, please. Thank you. You are great. Now we did it. I did it just twice. Okay. Get more sales. So yeah, whatever. they want to sell us something and bring other stuff in. I mean, Facebook for WooCommerce and Google listings and ads. Of course, you will need this in the future. For now, it's totally fine. So we will just ignore that. And you can hide the setup list. You can hide this list and so on and so forth. You can dismiss all of that. And now you are there. Your inbox is empty and Stripe looks great. So inside home, you have this overview and you have all the other things here. Let's switch to settings because we have Stripe connected now, but of course it's not set up. So let's get in here. Make sure your store address is correct and everything is right. You can say, okay, sell to all countries and ship to all countries we are selling to. And the default customer location is the country or region of the shop. So that's the default location. As soon as somebody puts in their shipping address, taxes get calculated based on that. So currency and write with space and so on and so forth. You can change this to your liking or however your customers are used to. And now let's switch to products. You can do different other things here as well, like change the weight unit and so on and so forth. In my case, that's totally fine. So I will leave this. And in tax, you have enable automated taxes. So this is enabled already, but this is the price excluding tax. So taxes get on top of that. So you need to subtract taxes before, put in the price, and the taxes get put on top of this. Inside the shop, people will see the price, including tax. So display prices in shop. In this case, it's excluding tax. And if you want to be GDPR compliant, for example, you need to disable automated taxes because in Europe, in the European Union, in B2C, you're not allowed to show prices without tax. So you need to put in your tax rates in here. So to the countries you're selling, you need to create tax rates for that. It's actually, either way, it's very, very easy and simple to use. So do this, save your changes. Now let's switch to shipping. So we have different shipping zones and it gives you an intro how to do that. So you need to create shipping zones. Of course, golf equipment is very expensive to ship. So we have free shipping only in Cyprus, and we can edit this and say, okay, free shipping is only from a minimum order amount. Let's say 100 euros. Change this. So free shipping applies with a minimum spend of 100 euros. Okay, so that's great. And I can create as many shipping zones as I want. So let's create another one. Let's go back to shipping zones and locations not covered by your other zones. Let's create this one. So let's have this one, add shipping method, and it's a flat rate. And let's add cost to this flat rate. Let's say it's 29 euros. That's fine. So flat rate to the whole world, 29 euros. Very nice. So you can do this for all the countries. Of course, you need to calculate that stuff. And it's a little work, but you need to do this. So now let's switch to payments. And here you can see this is turned on. So let's go to Stripe and do this as follows. So in here, you can add or uncheck the express checkouts. I don't like the express checkouts because they put another link in front of my buy link. So I don't want this. I want it like that. So I will save it like this. And then I go to my settings. And in here, I need to enable Stripe, of course. I can give it a name. That's totally fine. I would just walk with these settings. And now I enable the test mode. Test mode is important to test everything. So in here, you find a link to your Stripe account. And in my Stripe account, I need to go to test and API keys. So in here, you need to switch to developers if you are not there already, and to API keys. And in here, you can create API keys if you don't have one already. So I will just use this one. So click to copy, use this one, put it in, and then I reveal this one and put it in as well. And now I need to have a test webhook secret. It tells me where to do this. So I need to create an endpoint with this address, with this URL. So I copy that and go to webhooks, add an endpoint, put this in, add a description, tutorial, YouTube, and select my events. So I want to have it on all events. So add, that's fine. Whoa, scroll down and add endpoint. And now this gives me a signing secret. So I reveal that and copy this and put it in here. Save test key. I also can, if I go here, I can test my connection and it's successful. If it's not successful, you did something wrong. So go back in the video and do it again. If you follow it step by step, it will work. Afterwards, you need to do this for live as well. So yeah, you can change these keys afterwards and save. That's fine. So now we have our keys enabled, so we can start getting money from customers and we can start doing our first test sale. But first, we are going with the defaults here everywhere because they work. It's totally fine. You can play around with that, read and learn and so on. But actually follow my tutorial and it will be fine. So with the default here, I would just say 3 under golf, golf store, and save these changes. This will work already. So it's so great. Now let's go to the next step, accounts and privacy. We can allow customers to log into an existing account during checkout. We can do that. Why not? And we can allow customers to place orders without an account. Why not? Actually, we want to have them inside, but if they don't want to create an account, yeah, I won't forbid them to buy something at my place. So it's fine. You can change this here and then they get an account created if they want or not. Actually, it's good if they have an account because then they can manage stuff in there. So allow customers to create an account during checkout, of course. Allow customers to create an account on my account page, of course. So this is really nice. And you can do different other stuff here. It's totally fine, actually. Personal data removal, blah, 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 blah. So these are registration, privacy policy, checkout, privacy policy. Yes. This is everything linked here. And now let's save these changes. So that's fine. Now we have our email. So people get an email from your store. These are all the emails which are here already, which you can use and which you can change. So you can click into every email and change the text, change the subject, and so on and so forth. Totally fine. It's good. You can alter this everywhere. And you have down here site-wide global settings for your emails. So from address, from name, header image, you can insert a URL to an image. Then you will have your logo there, for example. You can have the footer text. I will delete this built with WooCommerce. I will only have this one in here. My base color is going to be my base color from the store. This one, it's fine. Background color, body text color. So here I will use this one. Very nice. Save changes. So I have my emails already. And now the only thing which is missing is invoices and packing slips, because we have physical products, so we need to know what shall we put into the package, or our packaging guys need to know what to put in there. So we need packing slips and we need invoices. and we want them to look nice. So there is a great plugin for that. It's the last plugin we are going to put into our store. So go to Add New and find Invoices and Packing Slips. And here, number one, 300,000 active installations, 1,507 reviews. It's 5-star most of the time. That's really great. It's really great. So install it now and do the following. Activate it. And now let's find it here. PDF invoice packing slips. Go to settings and run the setup wizard. So run the wizard here. It's 3 on the golf store. It's test address 1, test city 5, Cyprus. So that's fine. Next. Then set your logo. Here we go. We have a logo. Next. When do we want to attach the invoice? Of course, we don't want to attach an invoice to every email. We only want to attach it sometimes. So we attach it to a completed order and we attach it to customer invoice. And that's it. So in my case, I don't want that it's attached everywhere because it doesn't make sense. So display options, shipping address. No, I only went different from billing address. Let's do it like this. And I want to have the invoice date as is the order date. And the invoice number is the invoice number. It's not the order number. I think that's 2 different things. So that's that. Next. Paper format is A4 in my case. Action buttons, you can show action buttons. And it totally makes sense because it's super useful. So show the action buttons. I will show you what this does. And now we're good to go. So finish. Okay, great. Everything is here. And we can go to document. And there is no order yet, so I can't show you how it's going to look like. But you can alter the design or change the design of your PDF here. So if you want to do this, you can do it here. So now we need an order. So let's do our test order. Okay, where should we do this? Of course, in an incognito window. So ATM tutorials. Let's shop. No. An important thing, we need to change the start page to our store page. So there is one thing left. Go to settings down here and to reading. And inside reading, you say a static page and it's the shop. Blog post page is the blog, but the other thing is the shop. So that's saved. And now we're going to the page, atmtutorials.com, opens this wonderful store page. It's just amazing. It's so nice. I want to buy everything. So let's put this into the cart and oh, nice. A really nice footer. Super expensive. But of course we need it. We need nice bars. And now we want to go here. Shoes. Now we want to have different clubs. And different clubs. There I want to buy a driver. So let's go there and let's find, oh, this driver. This is actually really nice. I need to choose an option here. Man's and hand is right hand and add to cart. So that's great. Now I have a lot of stuff in my cart. Oh my God, it's so much and it's amazing. So let's get to the irons. And let's get really nice irons as well, because we want to have some. Oh my God, these irons are amazing. So let's add to cart. And you see, it's so nice. It's so good how it's shown. So let's view the cart. And here we see, oh my God, that's going to be expensive. But anyway, we want the store owner to get rich. So proceed to checkout. And here we could log in. But we never have been there, so we can't log in. And we could enter a coupon code, but I don't have one. But we could create one. Let's create the coupon code. So because it's so expensive. So let's go there and let's go to marketing and coupons. And in here, let's create our first coupon. So it's a fixed card discount and it discounts, I don't know, 100 euros. So that's really nice. And that's fine. Let's say Xmas 100. That's the coupon code. Generate. No. Oh yeah. Xmas 100. So publish. Now we have this coupon code here. And let's get back and use it. So now here, coupon code, Christmas 100, apply. And now it gets removed here. Christmas 100 minus 100. That's amazing. And now I need to put in my company because I buy my stuff from the company and put in the state. So that's fine. And now I can buy this stuff. So handle with care. So, okay, now I can buy this stuff. I don't need to fill out this, so I can, it's optional. And now I see everything here. I have my VAT applied and so on and so forth. So now let's buy this. 4424242242. You can use that if you want because it's a dummy card. It says it here as well, test mode. So 4242 and 4242. So I can save the payment information to my account for future purchases if I want. So then it's saved in my account, which is great. And I can read all this stuff. Of course, you're going to read that stuff. So open link. So here, Of course, you need to read this. And now let's place the order. An account is already registered with your email address. Ah, yes, of course, because I'm admin. So let's say Alex +1. Amazing. Thank you. Your order has been received. So this is my roundup. This is what's going to happen. I'm going to get some emails right now from the store. So let's take a look at that. So 3 on the golf store. Okay, here we go. 3 on the golf shop has been received and has been created. So my account has been created here. I can set a password here. That's nice. So let's do that. I can do this in an incognito window as well, of course, because it's a different account. So as an admin, you need to be careful here. So, okay, save that. So now I have this account and now I can log in as well. But first, I will show you the other emails here. So the other emails are, my account, my password just got changed. Thanks for your order. That's the order summary. That's here. That's nice. And now I have this one here. Looks safe. That's for me because that's a new order. That's for me as an admin. Very confusing right now. And password changed. Blah, blah, blah. That's fine. And as a customer, I can now log in here and the Alex +1 login. And now that's my dashboard as a client. So in my account, I can surf around here now, and then I can come back to my account and I see this stuff. So my orders are here and I can view it. My addresses are here. I can edit them, of course. I can change everything. My payment methods are here. I can delete this or I can add payment methods. I have account details for my account. So I can change my email address, my password, and so on and so forth. And of course, I can log out here. So this is amazing. And it comes out of the box. Everything works, which I really, really like. So that's great. Let's close that. And on the shop side, I can see here now a new order. So in here, I have my orders. This came here and it's processing. And I can see, I can complete the order now. But first, I want to print a packing slip because this is the packing slip. I can put this into the order And I can also use this to pack the stuff which I need to put into my package, which is great. Or I can send this to my fulfillment company and they finalize the package, which is amazing. So this can be automated as well. We will show you how to automate this, how to make fulfillment for that. So, but this is working really nice. Also, you have this PDF invoice, which looks just amazing. It looks really, really good, really clean. And if I process the order and complete it, the client gets the email, your order just was completed, and you have the invoice directly there. So the only thing you need to do now is go live with your store. So in here, once again, go to settings and payments and Stripe. And in here, go to settings and enable test mode off, edit account keys, put in the live keys and the webhook secrets, and test your connection. And as soon as it works, you're good to go and make a fortune. So this is how you create the most amazing online store. I hope you liked the video. Give it a like, comment, and see you in the next one.